hungry, kids? If you are, then keep your eyes right here as we have two rivals ready for a rendezvous that they hope will wind up with the dreamland of stuffing their face with a delicious rack of ribs. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the UAB Blazers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this. And the Blazers will boot it away to start the game. Here he comes with the return. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Memphis Tigers offense will take the field first. It was UAB pulling out a close one the last time these two got together to fight over some ribs.
That's a big deal for UAB, too, because the Blazers had that game circled all off-season. They did what they needed to do when the game was on the line. They're going to need more of that here today against a motivated Memphis squad.
Motivated Memphis squad that they're used to winning this rivalry. This is their rivalry. This is their rack of ribs, and they're going to go try to get it back.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He'll do it himself. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now on the option. He'll toss it. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. On the option. Now the toss. At the 40, there he goes. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. The option look. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd down.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. 6th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. So UAB's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Blazers moving quickly to the line. To the air, it's Burton. Grab near the marker, it's Taylor. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. It's Kane. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Brings up second down.
Looking to throw again. Caught near the sticks. It's Beebe.
Second down.
He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds.
39. And
Quickly complete. These two first played in football in 1997, but the rivalry goes much farther back than that. Gene Bartow took Memphis to a Final Four in the early 70s, started the basketball program at UAB in the late 70s, and they became big rivals on the court.
Reese Davis, ladies and gentlemen, giving us the background of game day basketball and game day football. Nicely done with the stats, but huge rivalry game. They don't like each other. Apparently, Jesse, they do like their barbecue, though.
They do love their barbecue, and 1997 is not that long ago. I was playing college football.
Here's a hit. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that time the defense in third and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the third and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Here comes the option. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Handoff to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play.
brings up third down.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking deep down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Klein. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Blazers. And it's been a hard-fought battle today. Two teams out there playing ball and treating this crowd to a memorable first half. Seems to me, and I know I'm going to sound like a coach here, the team that limits turnovers and strings together productive drives is going to be the one celebrating a well-earned victory today. Still 2 quarters to go in this battle for the bones, a treasured trophy in both Memphis and Birmingham.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the second half going. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Pulls and fires complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes rivalry trophies really have no connection to anything like the little brown jug or the old brass spittoon. But a rack of ribs, turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. And the Blazers headed quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to sub.
No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Blazers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking to pass. It's Burton. Fires to the middle. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Missed the connection on second. Now looking at a third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. And the Blazers line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. On the option. To the ground with the back. Breaks the tackle. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it on the read. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They drag him down, but not before they get the turnover and a terrific return on the fumble.
Man, that's fumbles in consecutive weeks. Coaches don't like that. They start to, you know what happens is the trust factor goes out the window. I don't want to run you as much because I can't trust you as much, especially in big spots. Got to hold on to that football.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you've got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They'll go to the ground. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Here on third down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. Hauls it in. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Blazers. They take the lead with the 6.
And finally, somebody gets on the scoreboard. A first half of no points, 0-0. Now in the third quarter. Sometimes when you get that rhythm and that offense rolling, sometimes it's hard to stop. So let's see if this is a trend setter. Let's see if this starts the offensive momentum.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee. So don't rule anything out here today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing.
Breaks into the open. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. The quarter comes to a close, and UAB is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Mills. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw, using the quick game. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. So can the defense get one more stop, one more time, and hold on to this lead? The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll ride his man on the option. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off-play action on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Givens. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Quickly complete. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it up for 12. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. To the air on first down. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to the big tight end. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Man, you did the hard part. What a drive, putting points together, getting 6 now. What are you going to do? Decision time. Do you want to go for the win right now, go for the 2-point conversion, or kick this thing and go into overtime with seconds running down on the clock?
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game.
UAB.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He's in open space downfield. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. I'm finding out which of these 2 teams is the most mature, who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Give to the running back.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They go to the ground. Makes his man miss. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. The give to the back. Touchdown, Tigers! And they score first here in overtime.
Down in tight to the goal line, you saw some good movement up front by the offensive line, getting a push and giving that running back a chance.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking downfield, it's Burton. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Touchdown, UAB! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Obviously very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
That ties the game at 14.
Now 1st down here in the 2nd overtime. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. They're working that left side. Touchdown, UAB! That score gives them the lead here in the 2nd overtime.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT.
The score, UAB 20, Memphis 14.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Johnson looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. Trying to... There he goes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They got this thing tied up in double overtime.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I've got to go for 2. I know the new overtime rules. They changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
Have to go for 2, starting in double overtime, and this one would win the game. They'll run play action. They are in ball game, and that does it in double OT with a 2-point conversion. Appropriately, the 100-pound rack of ribs will find a home in Memphis after the Tigers take down UAB in the Battle of the Bones. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.